Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Gold. This is episode number 10. And you'll maybe see me in a different position from last time. I'm actually just on the other side of this trainer. Like last time we were on like that side, just see where that red part is, where like we exit a building. That's where we were last time, and I went back to the Pokemon Center just to heal up my guys. And all I did was I went the opposite direction from before. When we came up from Goldenrod, there was also this grass path where you could go right, as I think I've shown you before. We cut down this tree, and then we moved on. So, yeah, we're going through this way, and we're just going to take out this trainer first. We could skip him, but nah, I want to make sure I can get all the training I can do. So, this is the first video actually being uploaded on the second channel. This is the first real video that I'm recording now that with like actual knowledge that I have definitely decided to continue that. So yeah, welcome guys. This is where I will now be posting all my Let's Playing content, all my Minecraft/PvP content will probably still stay on the other one. Anything UHC related mainly will stay on the other one as well. So I'm not going to think too much about it though, we're just going to focus on the game and trying to get you the best possible content I can. At the moment I'm fighting Abras, which don't only have teleport, they also seem to have flash, which is a bit strange and very, very annoying at the same time, because Headbutt I don't think, does Headbutt have 100% accuracy anyway? I think it might do, but I'm not sure. But this just makes Headbutt even more annoying to actually hit, and it's, I don't know. That's weird. Basically, when it uses Flash, the chance of me getting Headbutt to actually work is lower. And right now, I think Headbutt's accuracy is somewhat low anyway. But we're getting pretty lucky here. We actually got just 3 in a row there. And they've actually sent in a Kadabra instead of an Abra, which is going to have better moves. Although it has used Kinesis, which isn't exactly brilliant. In fact, it's not even doing anything. So we seem to have definitely the massive advantage here over this guy. This guy's also pretty good for XP, as you can see there. We just got like 400 experience from him. So this guy's also a very nice trainer to fight for experience, but he's kind of annoying at the same time. I mean, the flash can really get on people's nerves if you can't take those things out quickly. So let's keep going here. Let's switch fire feed number 1, and we'll head further on here, trying to get to the moving tree at last. And this guy is ready for a Pokemon battle now that he has studied all his life and is still about 5 years old. But who cares? Schoolboy Alan is going to send in something that looks like a shiny Tangela, but of course it's not a shiny Tangela. We have a pretty bad type disadvantage here, but Thunder Punch is still seems to be 2-hit killing it, which is nice. So let's Thunder Punch this Tangela. Down it goes, not very effective. A lot of experience from it though. This is also a very nice trainer to train against, so definitely recommend fighting this guy. 568 experience points is a lot. So as you come up here, we will finally be able to hit the moving tree. It's a weird tree. It's going to ask us to use a squirt bottle. It's going to move, and it doesn't like the squirt bottle. It's attacked! Defying the laws of physics, we have got a tree to attack, and it is none other than a Sudowoodo, a plain old rock type Pokemon which you would first consider to be a grass type, but it's not. This thing is catchable, although not exactly the greatest thing in the world. I'm personally not going to use it. So it is catchable if you want to catch it. I'm not going to catch it, I just want to defeat it and get some experience. Mimic. That will copy the last move we used, which is Thunder Punch. We're going to finish this off with a Thunder Shot. There we go. Sudowoodo is down for the count. We gained 385 experience, and we're ready to move on with our lives. But first things first, I'm actually going to head all the way back to New Bark Town to show you something. Because if we go this way, we're actually all the way back into Violet City. Yep, we're all the way back in Violet City, guys, and I'm gonna head back to, New Bark Town to show Professor Elm what the egg has hatched into, so hopefully get a reward. So I'll see you guys when we're back in New Bark Town. Okay, we have returned, so let's go see Professor Elm and tell him about the egg. Joe, you look great. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was always gonna say, I was like, this is just for nothing. What? That Pokemon, the egg hatched, so Pokemon are born from eggs. No, perhaps not all Pokemon are. Wow, there's still a lot of research to be done. Thanks, you're helping unravel Pokemon mysteries. And we're gonna get a Everstone, so it's not an XP share, it's actually an Everstone. I don't remember how you get, oh yeah, I think I remember how you get the XP share. But he's going to give us the Everstone, which will stop Pokemon from evolving if we ever wanted it. So we're definitely not going to give that to Togepi. Okay, so now we've got the Everstone. I will be back once we have once again reached where that weird tree was, as we fight a Sentret. See you guys in a minute. Okay, I have returned. This is where the moving tree was, and we're now going straight left. I also just remembered how you do get the XP share, so I'll be showing that off later when we actually are able to get it. But for now though, let's keep heading on, and we're actually going to be encountering a few new trainers around here. There's some there. Let's head this way though, just to see what we got over here. We have more grass. I believe in this route you can actually find, yeah, that thing. That's what I was about to say. You can find a Stantler. Stantler is a plain old normal type, which looks a bit like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, except he doesn't have a red nose. And yeah, I don't think Stantler's particularly that good, but you never know. I mean, other people might think differently. As I said, everyone likes using different Pokemon and knows how to use them probably better than I do. Although if you do come over here, you'll see several different apricorns, which you can give to Kurt to transfer into new types of Pokeballs. We get a black, a blue, and a red one. For some reason they can only be 3 letters, which doesn't really make any sense, but oh well. And once again, we have found yet another... No, we found a Pidgeotto, which level still doesn't make any sense. When will they learn? Not a bad place to train. This part is. You get like 200 experience from like Pidgeottos, and I'm guessing you get around the same, if not more, from Stantler. So if you come up here, first thing you'll have to do is fight a not so double battle, because obviously double battles didn't exist. So you'll just have to fight 2 on 1, except they'll use one and then the other. So first I'm going to send in a Jigglypuff, level 16. So this is where the game starts to get, in my opinion, a bit more easier, because these Pokemon really aren't going to be the highest of levels. This is where I think the game may get a bit too easy. But not complaining, it means I can get a lot more done in each episode, which is good, because I think I started to fall behind in the last episode, considering it took me ages to actually get to the moving tree, and the bug catching contest caught me off guard a bit. Okay, I did not know Clefairy had more defense than Jigglypuff. That is a surprise. Just use Encore there, which means we're forced to use the last move we used, which is Thunder Punch, so we don't get a choice. And there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, I guess. Let's move on to another trainer, as we continue our path to leveling up Fluffy and the team as best as possible. Okay. Looks like if Greg wants to battle, he's going to send in on us a Drowsy. Level 17. Let's use the classic Thunder Punch. Nearly a one-hit kill. Oh, Disable failed. I'm probably just gonna keep using Thunder Punch because it's the best move I have. I don't trust Thunder Shock to be able to take it out. Plus, I don't think there's going to be many trainers left, and Fluffy's going to be leveling up soon anyway, so that'll stop me using it for a bit. Okay, and by that I mean there's no trainers left. There's actually only 2 people to fight there. That's kind of a surprise. Anywho, welcome to the next town, which is Ecruteak City. First thing you'll see here when you come into Pokemon Center is we have this guy. Hi, I'm Bill, and it's Bill! You remember Bill, right? If you don't know, on the other channel, I did a Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red, and we had Bill there. Bill is the creator of the Pokemon storage system, and he is actually going to talk to you about a bunch of stuff, and tell you about trading with, like, other people, I guess. I have no idea exactly what's going on. Time capsule, what? Tomorrow, time capsule will be running at all Pokemon Centers. I have to hurry back to Goldenrod. So he lives in Goldenrod City, and if you actually go back to Goldenrod, I think I actually showed this in an early episode. I think he actually has a house there. I think I actually went into it. I'm not sure if I did. But in one of the houses in Goldenrod, you can actually find Bill in there from now on, and he will give you an Eevee, which you can evolve into either any of the 5 current evolutions at this stage, which is Flareon with a Firestone, Jolteon with a Thunderstone, Vaporeon with a Water Stone. You can get it to evolve into Espeon, which is a Psychic type, by evolving it by getting its happiness to full at day, and Umbreon by doing the same thing but at night. So in Equitix City, there is many things you can do. The first thing we're going to do though is go into the Equitix Dance Theatre. I think, yes, and in here we will find 5 different girls, each wearing, or not, well, I wish they were wearing different clothes to make things a lot more interesting. But yes, these 5 girls will all battle you, and you are basically required to do this. Like, you're actually required to do this. And speaking of all the Eevee evolutions, you are about to fight all 5 of them right now. Starting off with the 5-type Flareon. And yep, each of these kimono girls each has their own evolution. This first one is giving me over 700 experience points, which is a massive shock. And if you beat all 5 of them, then you'll get a prize. So it is actually necessary to do this because the prize you get is actually required to beat the game. So you will in fact need to defeat these people. So let's go on to the second person here. After being 1, it's time for number 2, and they will have, this one will have Espeon, the psychic type of the I don't know, I was gonna say trio, but it's not a trio, is it? Good thing for us, we have Bite, which is a dark type move, super effective against Espeon, so it'll be a 2-hit KO here. I'm just hoping I don't do one certain thing when this is all over. It's also a good thing about these guys, these girls, because they will all give you like 700 plus experience points each time, apparently. Which is way more than I would have ever expected. I was expecting maybe about 400, possibly 500, but to get over 700 in each one, by looks of things, that's pretty OP. Actually, I have Umbreon, which is something I've been considering using, but I eventually decided against it, just because I only really wanted one Pokemon that evolved my happiness. But Umbreon is pretty darn cool, and I've always wanted to use one. So maybe another time I'll be using it, but not today. Yeah, Umbreon is a plain old dark type Pokemon, and is pretty cool. As you can see, we've also just frozen the Umbreon, which is something I don't think we've done yet. So, yep, we've successfully frozen a Pokemon, which will make it immobilized for a good few turns. I think it's random. I don't think it exactly... I don't think it matters. I mean, I don't think it's like a set amount of turns. I think it's just completely random. It could be like for the entire round, honestly. Or, in my experience, it either goes on for about 15 turns, or it goes for about 1 turn. It's like, basically either an exceptionally long time, or an exceptionally short amount of time. Always one of the two. You never get in between them. Next we're going to be facing Vaporeon, the water type. And my personal favourite out of the 5, actually no, my second favourite out of the 5. But my favourite is actually Flareon. So yeah, Vaporeon is my second favourite out of the 5 here. And Vaporeon's actually a really good water type, and is something I would highly consider using, especially in something like Fire Red and Leaf Green. It's very useful in those games as well. So I would know. I've used Vaporeon so many times in those games, and I'm sure it's equally as useful in this game as well. Give it something like Surf, and I believe it learns Aurora Beam later, which is equally powerful. It's a very good Pokemon. So Vaporeon is something I would highly recommend. I would definitely recommend going back to Bill's house and collecting the Eevee to evolve into any of these 5 Pokemon you're seeing in this video. It is highly recommended. 4 out of 5. Time for the last one, and this girl, I believe, will have Jolteon. I think Jolteon is the only one we haven't faced yet, so this should be it. This should be it. There we go. Jolteon is the electric type. Again, I like all the evolutions personally. I think there's actually 8 of them up to this stage in the generations. Oh god, although it does have Thunder Shock, which is going to be a massive pain. Depending on how much Ice Punch does here, I might consider switching. Considering his speed, I don't trust myself, but I also don't trust any of the others. I think I'll give it a go. I think I'll give Croconaw a go here. I think his defense will be stronger than Jolteon's, so I think we may have a good chance here. So go for an Ice Punch again. One more Ice Punch should do the trick, and might go for Bite. Yeah, we're gonna go for Bite. Just so we don't waste the Ice Punch. That shouldn't take me out. It does not, so we should better finish up here with Bite. There we go. We have defeated all the EV evolutions, gained about 700 plus experience for each one. Okay, after we've defeated all 5, let's quickly... I don't know if I'm healing up in the battles. As soon as you try to exit the place here, I think... Oh, do we just have to talk to them? That was a skilled up Pokemon. I always challenged them, but I've never even left a scratch. The way you battled, it was like watching a dance. It was a rare treat to see. I want you to have this. Don't worry, take it. And he will give you the HMO3, which contains Surf, so we can finally get Croconaw back his water move. Now do you see why this is required? You get probably the most important HM in the game by doing this. Right, let's not make the same mistake again. Croconaw. Croconaw is trying to learn Surf. Yes. What's Croconaw? Yes. Can't learn more than 4 moves. Delete a move to make room for Surf. Yes. And the move that will be forgotten will be Leer. That's what I meant to do before when I tried to learn Ice Punch, but I failed. Okay, Croconaw has his water move back, but we cannot use that Surf move until we've beaten the gym leader of this town, who we will probably go against next episode, if not the episode after. For now though, this episode is going to come to an end, so I'm going to thank you guys for watching this episode of Pokemon Gold. In the next episode, we will be taking on something called the Burn Tower, and encountering an old foe, and also some new people. That's all I'll say. Or are they really people? I don't even know what I'm saying. That shows that I've gone insane. I'll see you next time where maybe I'm less insane. Probably not. Goodbye.